It's 5:15 p.m. You've just walked through your front door after a long day at work, keys still in your hand. This exact second is a fork in the road for your entire evening. If you crash onto the couch, you are merging onto a behavioral entrance ramp. Once you sit down, grabbing the remote and ordering takeout becomes automatic, because continuing an action you are already doing requires far less energy than starting something new. This is a diagram showing how these tiny choices dictate your trajectory. That moment in the entryway is a decisive moment. It limits the options available to your future self for the rest of the night. Think of it like walking into a restaurant. If you choose a steakhouse, you can order a ribeye or a sirloin, but you cannot order sushi. Your menu of possible actions for the rest of the night is shaped by that first choice. These micro-decisions stack up over the next few hours. The distance between an evening spent building a skill and an evening lost to scrolling is the compounding result of the path you merged onto at 5:15. Taking back your night does not require conjuring 2 hours of sheer willpower. It only requires tactical control over the next 120 seconds. The most reliable way to hijack this mechanism is a strict boundary called the 2-minute rule. When you want to start a new habit, you must scale the behavior down until it takes less than 2 minutes to complete. You don't aim to study for 3 hours, you just open your notes. You don't attempt a 30-minute yoga flow, you take out your yoga mat. Twyla Tharp is widely considered one of the greatest choreographers of the modern era. She maintains a relentless schedule, creating original works and touring. To stay in peak condition, she wakes up at 5:30 a.m. every day to work out for 2 hours at a Manhattan gym. But she doesn't consider the grueling weight training to be her daily ritual. Her ritual is to step outside and hail a yellow cab. The moment she tells the driver where to go, the habit is locked in. Executing that mindless 2-minute physical act of getting into the car removes the conscious decision to exercise entirely. She is officially on the entrance ramp. The true objective of building a habit is to build a reliable, frictionless gateway that naturally pulls you into the work. When your goal is to make a significant life change, getting hyped about reading a single page or working out for exactly 2 minutes feels absurd. It feels like a mental trick. But consider the reader who lost over 100 pounds using this exact limitation. He went to the gym every single day, but imposed a strict rule. He was not allowed to stay for longer than 5 minutes. By forcing himself to leave before the effort felt taxing, he prevented his brain from ever categorizing the gym as a chore. He was just showing up, and eventually, since he was already going there anyway, he naturally started staying a little longer. Ernest Hemingway employed the same logic for his writing. His strict rule was to intentionally stop working for the day while the writing was still going well, ensuring he always wanted to return to it the next morning. Perfectionism is the enemy of consistency. You cannot improve a habit that doesn't exist. You have to successfully standardize the fundamental act of showing up before you can attempt to optimize the results. Beneath the surface, these 2-minute actions trigger a deeper psychological shift. Performing a microhabit casts a definitive vote for a new self-image. Doing a single push-up shifts your internal narrative. You stop being someone who is trying to get in shape, and you start proving that you are the type of person who does not miss workouts. Once that baseline 2-minute action is fully automated, you use a framework called habit shaping to scale up these microvotes. You advance to an intermediate step, like exercising for 15 minutes, and focus entirely on that new baseline. Moving to the next phase never requires a surge of motivation. You maintain your focus squarely on mastering the first 2 minutes of the new phase until that too becomes mindless. Significant life changes are sequences of very easy 2-minute actions stacked sequentially over time. Which brings us back to the hallway. It's 5:15 p.m. The keys are in your hand. You don't need to decide if you have the energy to endure a grueling workout right now. You only need to make one decision, to put on your workout clothes. Once you complete that simple 2-minute physical act, the friction vanishes. You are on the entrance ramp, and the larger routine will automatically take over. Habits are the cab, not the gym. Master the first 2 minutes, and the trajectory of the rest of your life will follow.